Hi everyone, Raman Hunter here, and today we're going to be talking about the forearm side planks. Now, the forearm side planks is similar to the regular forearm planks in terms of the same muscle groups that are being worked, but just because that there's a change in the body position, and so because of there is a change in the body position, there's also a change in the angle of force, and as a result of the change in the angle of force, it activates the muscles differently. The side planks, the forearm side planks, is a stabilization anti-side flexion exercise. All right. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like. In the starting position of the forearm side planks, the starting position is one in which the shoulder is above the elbow. The shoulder is in alignment with the elbow. It's not supposed to be out of alignment like this, where you can see that angle. It's supposed to be right over the elbow. All right. The neck is not supposed to be up like that. It's not supposed to be down like that. It's supposed to be in a neutral alignment. In an alignment with the spine. As relates to the hips are supposed to be in contact with the surface that you'll be doing the planks on. The feet, some persons would argue, okay, I prefer one foot behind the other. Other persons would say, I prefer one foot on top of the other. So you're probably wondering, what's the difference? Does it make a difference? Yes, it does. Having one foot on top of the other reduces the base of support, so it makes the balance a little bit more challenging. Having one foot behind the other widens or broadens the base of support, so it makes it a little bit easier to balance in the plank position. Other persons may say they prefer one foot on top of the other because it's more comfortable, and other person may prefer one foot behind the other because it's more comfortable. If it is comfortable and they can manage it, then that's fine. The whole point is to maintain the position properly, right? Because doing it properly adds to the efficacy of the exercise. So let me perform the movement and show you. When actually going up in the air like that, some persons still sag. Now remember that this is an anti-side flexion. This is the side flexion. You don't want to have side flexion, so you're going to lift the body up, right? So you're lifting it up towards the ceiling. So you're supposed to be facing, lifting it up towards the ceiling. So imagine you lifting the other side, the hips up towards the ceiling, and that will help you to maintain that proper alignment. You want your neck to be in alignment with the spine, the shoulder is in alignment with right over the elbow. You want the hips to be up like this, and you want the feet to be like that. Try not to bend. You can do it on bent knees if you want. That's another variation. If it is that you cannot manage with straight knees like that with the whole entire body off of the surface, then you can bend the knees if you want and stay on your side until you can progress to something a bit more challenging, like lifting the body up in this position. This is a proper position of the forearm side planks. Now, many times, many of us are still walking around with beams in our eyes so that we can't see clearly, and planks over our backs, being wearied and burned by the anxieties and stress of life. But there is a word that says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and heavily laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you'll find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." In other words, Jesus Christ is saying, I'm giving you an open invitation to put your faith in me. Put your faith in me, and I will remove the beams from your eyes so you can see clearly. Put your faith in me, and I will take the planks from off of your back so that you can receive strength and you'll find rest for your souls. Jesus is saying, I'm more than able to help you through. Put your faith in me. Have a wonderful day. Blessings.